Hey, welcome to the Tolleson-Mack podcast. As you can hear, we got a lot going on. There's a lot of people. We're sitting at the main entrance of the Mortensen Invitational. So we're going to try our best to talk in these microphones as loud as we can. Craig is going to get rid of some of that background noise. We're going to talk to my man, Pokey. I did say that right. If you didn't hear me, his name is Pokey. And I said, you got to be a tough sucker to have a name like Pokey. Is that true?
Well, coming with the name Pokey, it's either one or two things.
Yeah.
Uh, you're either real slow, slow poke,
Yeah.
or you're just a badass.
Just a badass. Are you the latter? You're
Yeah,
just a badass?
I try to be the second one. I try to be the
I
second one.
love it. I love the attitude. So, at the Mortensen Invitational,
Yes, sir.
how you liking it so far?
I like it a lot. I showed up about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I drove from St. George, Utah. That's my hometown, and I'm loving it so far. It's great.
So, where PRCA, PBR? What do you do? Open rodeos? What do you do?
So I'm 17 years old,
Oh,
so
okay.
I can't
Okay.
I can't go professional yet,
Chomping
but
at the bit, though.
exactly. Yep.
Okay. So you're entering every open deal you can get in, every bar bull riding when they're driving by, or whatever you can do, huh?
Yeah, so yeah, I got off the road for it was about 3 or 4 months, and I was with my buddies, and I just got off the road, and we were hitting shows all over the country. So I'm ready for the
When
pro stuff.
when do you turn 18?
February 4th.
Oh boy.
Yep. So coming up soon.
Yeah, you gonna get your pro card, PBR. What direction are you gonna go? Because we oftentimes talk about the different directions. There's the PRCA, the PBR. Da, 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 da. What way do you want to go? We had Jackson on a little earlier. He was telling us about going down and riding in Brazil, and it was an amazing experience and
Right.
stuff like that.
I like the PBR for
Okay.
sure, but I do like the PRCA, but I like the PBRs more because I feel like to me it's indoor arena and just a little bigger lights.
Yeah, it's a little bigger. I agree with you 100%. It's a little bigger lights. It's a little more fitting to the bull rider.
Right on.
You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like
Yes, sir.
like the guy that wants to go from town to town to town to every night. And I mean, you're living your best life.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, I mean, you
Yeah.
you talk to Jackson and you couldn't knock the smile off that kid's face with a Louisville Slugger. I mean, he says I'm living the best life I could live.
Right.
And you're just a few months away from it.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah. You,
And I do like the PRCA a lot too. I mean,
of course.
I do like going town to town to town, and the PPR you got to fly everywhere. But I do like the PPR a little bit more.
Well, and I mean, if you look at it as like, say, we had JC on earlier.
Right.
JC put it very clearly: riding bulls is my job,
Yeah. Yep.
and if I'm not getting on bulls and winning, I'm not making money. Like
Yep.
that's my job. That's what I do. So if you guys look at it like a job, I mean, the PBR. I don't know this. Don't quote me. Don't kill me in the comments. It probably pays 3 or 4 times what the PRCA does,
Right.
right? And to make it to the big show in the PRCA, you got to get on 150 bulls.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got to take that into consideration. You look at JC and today's JC's birthday, but I mean, he's pretty damn beat up, and he's done it just like you guys
Yep.
or you're doing it.
Yep.
So what I I kind of I kind of think you're leaning the right way. I mean, I don't know what my opinion's worth to you, but I mean, if you're gonna go after the big money, I think that's where you need to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the NFR is as cool as it gets too. I mean, you know, it's just
That's
I'm just gonna turn 18 and see which way
we
God
had a
leaves me. You know.
I don't know if you know this guy, but his name's Kincaid Henry. He was a calf roper,
Right.
and I mean, just damn handy. I think he's 20, 21 years old, and I asked him the same question I'm about ready to ask you, and if I got I got $100 bill in my pocket, and I'll bet you're going to answer it the same way. What are you going to do when you're not rodeoing? I asked Kincaid that, and he said, "Hell, I don't know. I'm 20 years old. I ain't thought that far."
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, shoot, I'm 17. I don't. Uh, I might go to college. I might not go to college.
Yeah.
But when I want to ride bulls as long as I can and see where that leaves me and see where God leaves me.
So we also had Etnai on here.
Right.
Etnai's a stud. Been
Yes,
doing
sir.
it for what did he win the world 2002,
Yes, sir. Yep.
something like that. And I mean, he stays in shape. He's right with Jesus, and I mean, he's just good family man. And is that part of what you're gonna have to do? Is you're gonna have to stay in shape. You're gonna have to hit some gyms and try to eat right. I know it's partying out there. I'm not blind to that, but is that in your thought process?
Yeah, I'm at the gym Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday. To me, the gym's just fun though.
Yeah.
I love the gym. It, keeps my mind strong, and I try and just do things that make me a better person and makes me ride better, honestly. And
Yeah, it probably does get your mind right, right?
yeah,
Going in there, it's
oh,
you and the weights.
absolutely. And I mean, you said it right. I mean, it's just me and the weights, and I can really think. And when I'm not on a bull, I like to kind of get away from bull riding because that's all my life really is. So if I can spend time with my family or friends or go to the gym, it's really good for me
So
to get away from it.
so maybe walk the listeners through your career. I mean, you're 17. Your career hasn't been very long, but
Right.
when did you start, and how did you progress?
So I'm 17 now, and I started when I was 12. I played baseball, football, I wrestled, and that was when I was born, pretty much through 12. And then I got on a calf when I was 12, and I fell in
You're
love
hooked.
with it. I was hooked. No, seriously. I mean, I was hooked, and I quit everything when I was 14, and I'm just strictly bull riding now.
Don't miss what position you play in baseball?
Second base.
And what a common denominator bull riding is, right? Two things. I would say 70% of the guys that are successful in this sport wrestled in high school.
Yeah.
It's kind of like MMA, right?
Well, wrestling and bull riding is a lot the same.
Right.
The mental toughness in wrestling is as hard as it gets, honestly.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah.
right? You look at that, and then the other thing is most guys that we interview that are bull riders played shortstop or second base.
Yep. Well, it's because we're small,
Well, yeah,
small and
and,
fast.
and quick-minded,
Yep.
quick-minded. Like you can solve problems, like that.
Yep.
So, well, cool, man. We'll let you get back. We know you got to warm up your rope, but we're gonna be pulling for you.
Thank you.
We definitely will, man.
Thank you.
All
I
right, and thank you
appreciate
for
that, sir.
coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.